Hi, my name is Chris Jeanneret. We're here at the 2019 SEMA show in the Honda booth, and we're displaying our brand new 2020 VTEC Civic rear-wheel drive drift car. This one we kind of came out of left field and just kind of surprised everybody, which was a different approach for me, and it was a lot harder to keep my mouth shut, to be honest. But it's so rewarding to know that, like, in my heart, that everything in this car was done in a passion way versus just a forced and way to get recognition. This thing was built purely the way I wanted to build a car. This car was an idea of mine back in 2017 with the Red Bull GRC team. First time I saw the all-wheel drive Civics competing, I was really excited because the cars, are sliding around on dirt and whatnot, and I just pictured that same scenario in a drift car, and it just got me very excited. Our S2000 was a much smaller wheelbase car, traditional rear-wheel drive platform, and it was also a traditional race car with double wishbone suspension. That is not as common in drifting these days. More McPherson strut cars are out there, like the Nissans and the Toyotas. So this car is a McPherson strut car. It is also a lot longer wheelbase. Our last car was 95 inches. This one is 106.5. It's very comparable to another chassis in Formula Drift that has actually won a championship. And we believe on paper, this is going to be the most competitive car we've ever brought to the field. The build consists of body and white chassis from Honda Performance Development. It came to us literally shell painted white. We had to acquire a lot of parts to get it to the 2020 facelift. 99% of the parts on this car are custom. The billet control arms, billet uprights, obviously extension modifications to the chassis and tunnel to create it to the rear-wheel drive aspect. And it's probably the most advanced Honda drift car ever built at this point. It's powered by a K24 engine, turbocharged with nitrous, and we're super excited to get it out on track. Because the engine is the same program we ran in the S2000, we know exactly our power band. This one has been slightly modified as far as torque curve though. We are trying to push the torque curve to the left and as much as we can without sacrificing anything on the top end. We have consistently seen dyno numbers of 900 to 926 horsepower to the wheels at a modest 30 pounds of boost for this engine. Our goals before were anywhere over 500 foot-pounds of torque, and we're approaching closer to 800 foot-pounds of torque now. Something else we wanted to do is increase the drivability of the vehicle, so we decided to go with drive-by-wire, which allows us to change throttle modulation and pedal percentages, which will actually be a lot easier for me to adapt as a driver. The only thing I'm really worried about is learning a larger car. It is a lot larger, so it's going to take me a little while, but I feel like it's going to be a lot easier to drive because it is a longer wheelbase as well, though. The goal for next year is purely having fun. The goal of this car has been to build something that I actually enjoy and not take the stress out of racing and competing. So we're going to be working with Grid Life Official next year and doing their full tour with the festivals. And we're also going to do some select demos and activations with Honda and Honda Performance Development. If anybody else is out there looking to have a Drift Civic at one of their shows, please feel free to call me. The Honda community has been always a good fan of mine, and I'm super excited to bring something new to the Honda community, as well as keeping it true to form, Honda powered.